welcome back to chapter 7, lecture number 30. We completed adding the metal frames, and I mentioned that we're going to spend time on adding the patches on the wall. Because right now we have the sandstone, we have to go to the next one and add patches. Yes, patches. Let's go to the shading. Yeah, we need to have, let's just drag out the normal because it will definitely slow down if we're going to add these. We remove them and we have to wait for it. All right, you see there's just a huge difference having the normals in and out. So it's a powerful tool. What we will do is we go to the object data, go to select everything, go to the UV editing, and I want to have a cube projection. Okay, scale this. I was just watching like, hey, but we removed the top. That's why it looks a bit weird. Rendered. So let's scale this. And I want to do some randomizing. Let's scale it a bit more. All right. So what you do is start moving and removing the duplications, because otherwise it's just insane showing these duplications all over the place. Yeah, and I mean, for example, that one can be removed. Just hide it, or let's have the patches in our texture slot. Patches 01, and there it is. Just grab different ones. No, maybe that one. Okay, so this one looks sort of duplicated, and I want to have that one, and this one is repeating. But keep in mind, we're going to add extra. Oh, that one is not good at all. We're going to add brick walls, so it will break the duplication feeling. So let's leave that for now. I just wanted to add this. And just doing a quick review on it. Next thing we will do is work on the border. So I guess we do not have this image anymore. We just deleted it. I should take more care about deleting background images. Just hide that one. But what I like to do is doing this from scratch because I know the shape. Add mesh cube. Let's go to the solid view. Let's move this cube right there. So we make this cube smaller, stretch it, smaller, and stretch it. And go to the press 1 for the edit mode. And we want to have the wireframe. And yeah, that's still casting. It's just so small, it's hard to see. You're probably not even using it because it's not casting the right keys. And so the basic shape we want is you duplicate this. Let's zoom in a little bit. You scale this and extrude it again, scale it, and then you push this back. Something like that. So you want to have this curve space on the other side as well to be a bit bigger. Let's take a look how that looks like. Control point. It's not control point. So because we scaled it in object mode, you can see there's absolutely no depth visible. So that's my mistake. So we'll go back. There you go. And I will show you how that looks like. Item. The scaling looks right, but you definitely need to do rotation and scale. Left click on the object, rotation and scale. And now it should act normal. And again. And scale this. Extrude it and scale. Again, and the final one. And go to solid, That's pretty weird. That's pretty weird. So we will do this by hand. A bit more. S, Y. I'm sorry that I'm doing this. Well, I don't feel it's wrong, because maybe it's just a new thing in Blender that doesn't work anymore. So check, check, double check. So this is the border. And what I like to do with this border is duplicate the material, Control L, material, and I want to let's lower this area, make it smaller, Control L, and do a cube projection, and I want to have this border. I think it's sandstone border 02, and no, we're not going to do that because this looks dipshit. Go for a project from view. That's much better. Okay, you want to have this area and scale this. Now let's go for a render preview. We need to load the textures. And I can see some in this area. It seems like there is some. No, looks good. So the idea, wow, is making this smaller, this border. And we have to apply this on the wall. G, Y. G, Y. And make it a bit bigger. And we're going to extend it to the other area right there. So Control L, and now we need to scale this as well. Otherwise it looks very stretched. Have a preview. Okay, so this border is very important for the building to have a transition, because we're going to add leaking as well. And we have to put these borders on each side. And there will be a sort of a challenge because it works a bit different than we added on the square tower and the cylindrical tower. So I prefer to do it like this. You rotate it, putting it right there. Then you grab the other part. And by the way, you go to render view, you can see the top does not have texture, and same for that one. So let's add this one. It's very important to do this. Otherwise you will see empty from the top, empty areas. S, Y. So that's fixed. That one as well. It's such a nasty thing when you forgot it, and you start working, adding it all over the place, and you think, oh, I had to just texture the top one. G, Y. Putting it right there. Okay, so we want to merge these. Let's go to the vertex, and because we have a sort of a broken wall on this side, it's hard, but on the other side we're going to try that, and we duplicate this, Shift D, R, C, Control, snapping it, and we merged it in each other. And we keep dragging this, and we have to extend the just a bit. Or does it have the same size as that one? And it should be smaller on this side. And G, X, both of them. That's much better. And this one should be a bit bigger, a bit smaller. Alright, so let's have a quick preview. So it's blending well, and we have to find out what we do on this area. But for now, you in edit mode, you copy it, you rotate it, and you're going to blend these together and extend it. GY. You have to all around to go to this building. And each time you're going to stretch it, you need to stretch it on the texture as well. So we'll pause the video, and good luck. I'm back in a second. Alright, welcome back. So I just surrounded this castle with a border, and on these areas, on the left and the right, there will be a cylinder tower, so don't really care about the connections, but you should care more on these. So it's a little bit problematic. Maybe we can tune this a little bit, but we keep this for now and try to avoid the randomness here as well. So when you have these patches, you just need to go to the patches 01 and start dragging the texture to just remove it, and do this for, you can see the repeated textures everywhere. Just try to move the patches to have a better result. Alright, so in the next lecture I want to focus on the medieval walls to apply these on the castle. So see you in the next one. Bye bye.